Very good morning, dear children. Children, we are going to start the next chapter of civics, that is chapter number 4, Key Elements of a Democratic Government. Children, in the previous chapter, we have discussed what is a government and we have seen different types of government. Fine. So, we discussed that our country has a democratic form of government. Fine. So, now, children, what are the key elements of a democratic form of government that we are going to discuss in this topic? Children, see, now in this chapter you will read about some of the key elements that influence the working of a democratic government. Now, what are the key elements, children? The key elements are the people's participation, the resolution of conflict, and equality and justice. These are the three key elements of a democratic government. Now, children, we will start this chapter with the story which is given in the book. The story is from South Africa. You can just see the map. Where is South Africa and where is India? Fine. So, children, South Africa is a country that has people of several races. So, people which belong to several races, fine, they are living here. They have different backgrounds. Fine. So now, children, there are black people also, those who belong to the country, and there are white also, those who are settled there from other countries. Fine. And there are Indians also, which came there as laborers or as the traders. So this is a story which starts with a girl, that is Maya Naidu. She is 11-year-old, children. She is a South African girl and she is living in towns of Johannesburg. And when she was helping her mother in arranging the boxes, she found a scrapbook which was full of pictures and full of news articles. Fine. And there were many pictures of a young schoolboy. Now, what was that young schoolboy? Now, the girl asked her mother, that mother, who is this boy? The mother says that this boy's name is Hector Peterson. Now, she says that he was shot dead by the police. On hearing this, Maya was very shocked that a boy who is, you know, not much bigger, he is just 15 years, how the police can shot that boy. So the mother tells the story. The mother says that earlier the government, the South Africa was governed by the apartheid laws. Now, what were those apartheid laws? Apartheid means separation on the basis of race. Fine. So, what happened there? Now, here South African people, they were divided into white, black, Indian, and colored races. They have differentiated the people on the basis of their colors. Fine. Some were white, some were black. The Indians, they were neither black nor white. Then the colored races. Now, according to this law, children, these races, all these races which I have mentioned above, these races were not allowed to mingle with each other, not allowed to mix up with each other, and even they were not allowed to live near each other. And even, children, they were not using the common facilities, the same facilities. Now Maya was shocked to listen that it can happen. Fine. So the mother says, yes, it happened. Now she told Maya that in those days, white people, they were given separate, the white people, they were having separate hospitals, even separate ambulances. The ambulances which used to carry the white people, they used to have all the, best equipped, they were best equipped ambulances, whereas the ambulances of the other people, they were not having such equipments. Fine. Even the buses and the trains were different for white and black people. And children, even the bus stops were different. Fine. If the non-whites were not allowed to vote also. And children, the best land of the country was given to the what was reserved for the white people, and the non-whites, they used to live on the worst available lands. So children, the blacks, colored people, they were not considered to be equal to the whites. You can see how the differences were made. So we can say that there was a lot of discrimination on the basis of color. Fine. So now, in one of the black township, which was southwestern township, that is Soweto, Hector Peterson used to live there, and with his classmates he joined to protest against learning of Afrikaans language, which was taught in the schools. Now this language was the language which white people spoke. Now Hector and his classmates, they were forced to learn this language, and whereas they wanted to learn their own language, which was Zulu. So the South African police, they beat those protesters, and even they shot on that crowd, and one of their police bullet, it hit Hector, and he was dead. Now this happened on 16 June 1976. After this, children, the African National Congress, means it was a group of people only, those who were struggling against the apartheid, and their leader was Nelson Mandela. They fought for this apartheid system for several years. Finally, children, in 1994 they succeeded, and after that South Africa became a democratic country. Democracy means in which the people of all races were considered to be the equal. Now you tell me, which type of government your country has? Yes, India is also a democratic country. Democracy means the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Means the government is people centered. They will listen to the citizens. The citizens are the most important part. They are going to elect their representatives. So in a democracy there is UAF, universal adult franchise, which means that everyone, irrespective of caste, creed, anything, everyone is allowed to vote, and we can elect our representatives. Fine. Now children, participation. Now we are saying that in a democratic government people participate. Now how the people participate? Obviously just now I have discussed with you. Now they participate through elections. So we see people are taking the decisions in a democracy. How they are taking the decision? They, through the elections, they are electing their representatives. Fine. Now those representatives, they are going to take decisions on the behalf of the people, and when they are taking decision on the behalf of the people, they will keep in mind the interest of the people. Whatever the people want, they will tell to their representatives. Fine. And those representatives will help them out. Fine. Now all governments are elected for a fixed period. Every government has a fixed period. In India we have 5 years. Now once elected, children, once the government is elected, they can stay in power only for 5 years only. If they want to come back again, so again the elections will be held, and again they had to get the majority of the people, then only they can make the government again. So because of this elections, the power is in the hand of people. So in a democracy, the power, the people, they can sense their power. In a democracy, people can just check out, yes, we are at power, because elections are held every 5 years, and if a government, if any party wants to make a government, they have to get the consent of the people, children. Fine. Now what happened? Now see, now first way I told you, this is the elections. Now what are the other ways to participate in the functioning of the government? Now elections are held after 5 years, after every 5 years. So what about in between? How can people participate? They can participate in the process of government by various ways. What are the ways? People can participate by taking an interest in the working of the government, and by criticizing when it is required. We have to be careful. We have to check out what government is doing, what good it is doing, what bad it is doing. Until and unless we are not going to be careful about it, the government can do anything. So we have to take care, we have to take interest about the what government is working of the government, and we obviously we have to criticize also, we have to compliment also when they do something very good, and we should criticize also whenever they don't do anything nicely. So in August 2005, this example they have given that the government has increased the prices of electricity. So that time the people, they straight away said no to the government, that you cannot raise the prices of electricity, how we are going to pay it. So they organized rallies, they had signature campaigns and all that. And when this thing happens, the government tries to defend them, the government tries to defend itself, that no, we are doing this because of your benefit only, this and that. But still people were not sure about the government working, so people, they protested this decision of the government, and ultimately the government has to take back this decision. The prices were not increased. So we have to check out what is government doing and how it is doing. Now children, there are many other ways also to express our views. Now and to just check out what actions government is taking. Now what are the other ways? We can do dharnas, rallies, strikes, signature campaigns to check the functioning of the government, to participate in the functioning of the government. Now the things which are unfair and unjust, you might have seen on the TVs, in the newspapers and magazines. If something wrong is happening in the government, it is a long discussion is taking place on the TVs, magazines and newspapers, articles are there. So that is another form of participation. Fine. Now children, in some cases it is not true also. Many sections of our society, they still lag behind. So what do? They organize themselves into a social movement. They organize a social movement, and they challenge the government and its functioning. They challenge the government that this thing you are not doing good. Fine. So they can be the members of minority communities. Minority means the people which are less in strength, like Dalits, Adivasis, women. They can often participate in this manner, in the manner of dharnas, signature campaigns, rallies, and all that. Now, children, if the country's people are alert, if we are alert, we are interested in how the country is being run, so the democratic character of the government of that country will be stronger. We always say that our country is a democratic country. Until and unless we are not going to take care about what government is doing, so it will not going to help us out. We have elected the government, we have made the government, we have elected the representatives, so we have to take care also what they are doing. Are they doing right, are they doing wrong? So children, the next time whenever you will see any rally, any dharna, anything, you should ask for it, why they are doing so. Fine. So this was all about today's topic children. Thank you and have a nice day.